Tonight on QCTV, high school wrestling debuts on the 2021-22 season as the triangular here at Champlin Park High School between the Zimmerman Thunder, the Andover Huskies, and the Champlin Park Rebels. All three will be wrestling against each other, and we'll cover all three matches tonight. They might be a little late as illness has hit a majority of the teams, as it has just about in everyday life. But tonight at 2:20 between the Zimmerman Thunder and the Andover Huskies will be the featured match between Aiden Pardino and Nate Bieberg of the Huskies. Nate Bieberg of the Huskies comes in ranked 5th in the state, and we'll see a great match with that. All coming up next on QCTV.
Touchdown! She hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stop moving! Stop moving! He connects! Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Good evening and welcome to Champlin Park High School. Jim Childs along with Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes as we bring you the triangular wrestling match for Champlin Park, Zimmerman, and Andover. First up will be the Northwest Suburban foes. The Andover Huskies will take on the Champlin Park Rebels. Illness has hit Champlin Park a little bit, and we'll see who comes out. I know that they've got a couple of lineup changes, and we'll try to keep that updated as we go. Pete, what can you expect tonight from both these teams?
But both teams are all, excuse me, here's the national anthem. We'll stop for that, and then we'll get right back to it.
Well, I think we're ready to get ready. I know, Pete, we started with, hey, what are some of the things on tap for tonight? What do you see? You see Coach Rich Shelfeld there from the Andover Huskies?
Well, I'll tell you, it's always fun for these kids to have a try.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have a great match the first match, you come back and you get to do it again within the next couple of hours. You know, if you do beat on somebody, you get to do it again. But
yes.
Both of these teams here, I think they match up pretty well. You know, we don't see a lot of wrestlers that are rated in the top 10 on either squad. I know Bieberg is on Andover. So you're going to get kids who match up pretty well. I think it's going to be pretty exciting tonight for all three of these teams. I think they're pretty level.
Yeah, absolutely. And stepping in tonight for the Champlin Park Rebels is Zach Dykes, coach, and he is manning the helm tonight. I think we're going to have a forfeit at 106 as we'll see right here coming up. I think that's Brandon Board that will take the forfeit, I believe.
Yeah, I know they were talking about moving Board around a little bit here, possibly tonight. It's too bad we don't have numbers on these jerseys, you know, with all this illnesses and stuff like that. You know, so we apologize ahead of time in case we don't get it right here, but we're going to try to do the best we can with the forfeits and things like that.
So here we go at 1 113, Zach Mayo for the Champlin Park Rebels, and we believe it is Eli Houle for the Huskies, and the Huskies get a takedown right off the bat.
Yeah, Houle got in real quick, gets himself up 2-0 here to get this meet started.
A couple of things of note is the Huskies, there are 1-1 coming in here. They had a duel against Cambridge Isanti. We got a nice hold here, and we've got some back points going to start right now.
Yeah, he's got a good tilt right here. Has him in trouble right off the bat.
Yep.
You have to remember that Andover's up 6-0 here already on a forfeit. So you get a pin right here, and you start out the way you want if you're Andover, that's for sure.
Yeah, he turned right into it. Mayo turned right into it. Turns into a hold on the head, and we've got 3-point near fall for Andover, and potentially dangerous hold by Andover. That's why they stopped the play, and we'll get up. Mayo will be down.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good thing for Mayo right there, because that's a long time to be on your back.
Yes,
that's
it is.
Sure.
So as I was saying, for the first time in school history, the Huskies beat. We'll have a caution on a false start here, but the Huskies beat Coon Rapids handily. And Coon Rapids is always a solid wrestling club.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big win for Andover. And they just continue to build. And, pretty soon here they're going to be up there with those top teams. There's still a ways to go. A lot of work in the youth programs and stuff, but they're really starting to get some nice wrestlers over at Andover.
Mayo battling right now. And he's got turned over again, and there's 3-point near fall points. He's got 32 seconds left, and there's a pin. Huskies get off to a 12-0 run.
Yeah, nice start by Andover getting that forfeit. The illness, a lot of illness going around right now, Jim, between the flu and COVID and all kinds of things. So if you can be healthy during the wintertime, you got to have depth. That's the main thing, So, you're not going to see all the top wrestlers tonight possibly for these teams. It sounds like Champlin has been really hit, and we got another forfeit here. At 120.
Yeah, Tyler Bertram gets the forfeit, and Huskies go up 18-0. We'll go to 126, and I believe that will be a.
I think we're going to get a forfeit here too.
At 126. So, Bison Swenson gets a ninth grader gets the 6, and before you know it, we've got 3 touchdowns and a field goal lead for the Huskies.
Yeah, those are the ones that I liked. You just walk out there and you can raise your hand.
Yeah, it gets a lot easier. So Champlin Park comes in with 2 losses in duels. They had a tough one against Stillwater. Stillwater, a very, very good team, ranked in the top 10. And we've got another forfeit right there at 138, Ben Highland. And we're now at 145.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the score here. Is it 38-0?
It is 30 to, and I believe this is 145. So AJ Nabasny against Cole Borg, and quick takedown for the Huskies. Borg, solid wrestler.
Yeah, I remember. I thought we saw Nabasny last year too for Champlin Park.
I believe we did.
Kid that can hold his own. So it should be an interesting match here.
I don't think they reset the timer from the last match, so they're going to have to add in some time as the horn went off. See what they put back up.
Well, I think they'd give him 2 at least.
Yeah, the score. Yeah, they've got 1 takedown, but the horn sounded, and I think they had not reset the clock from when they had the pin, and so we've got some clock adjustments happening. We want to apologize up front if we're announcing the wrong wrestler. The lineups have changed dramatically, and we're not announcing them, and we're trying to listen for as many verbal cues from the coaches of who's really out there on there. But we believe it's Cole Berg out there, and
it's really hard to stay up with it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Unless we had a sideline reporter down there that could be asking the coach every time.
Yeah.
But obviously we can't do that, so.
Huskies also came in. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pete. Huskies also placed second in their own tournament last weekend with second to Shakopee, which is also another one of those top teams.
Yeah, Shakopee is a strong team this year. You know, you're talking about Stillwater. Talked to Coach Springer from Anoka last week, and they lost to Stillwater. Anoka's rated 5th in the state, and Stillwater's loaded, but team that everybody's talking about is St. Michael Albertville.
Yeah, rated number one in the state out of Section 5. Always a good program, but this year they are got plenty of solid wrestlers up and down and high talent. Out of Section 7. Obviously, Anoka, you could mention it, always one of the class of Section 7. Forest Lake, again, solid. And I think we've got the clock set at 1:30 now. So don't know if it's plus or minus, but we're gonna go with that, 1:30. Strong move right off the front. Nice chin drop.
Yeah, quick sit out right there, but didn't finish through, and he got caught in it. And right now he's in trouble.
Yeah, Borg fighting it, but there's a good fight by AJ, and there's a pin. So we'll call it 51 seconds into the first period. Andover now up 36-0, and we will now see at 1:52. I believe we have another forfeit, and Jesse Armour. Actually, we don't have a forfeit
coming out here. It looks like
Jesse Killian for now. We're AJ.
Yeah, I just heard somebody in the crowd say, "Let's go, AJ."
So AJ against Cole Borg here. Sorry about that. Cole Borg with a quick takedown, just like the other two Husky wrestlers. Seen some good riding by the Huskies so far today.
And very, very aggressive, Jim. They're coming out and they're getting that takedown early. These two wrestlers the wrestlers we've seen so far have not been on their feet too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really control those hips and control 3 points of that table. Got an arm bar in.
Yeah, it's got that bar in pretty hard right now. And he is working it. There's a turn.
There's a turn. Now, back points. I mean, he's got to. There it is right there. He's now in deep. Borg is in deep, and AJ is working hard to get off the mat. And he's off. He was able to get a foot onto the hardwood of the basketball court, and at that point it is considered out of bounds and restart.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he knew where he wanted to go. It was like a salmon going upstream right there. I'm going to get my foot onto that wood right here and get out of this situation.
Yes.
So let's see how it turns out for him here. Good, he can get off his back. He's got to try to get his arms free here as the Andover continues to work on those arms, and he's looking for that arm bar again, but
well, like you said, last year, you are right. We did do a match, the Champlin Park. Oh, it might have been Champlin Park and Anoka.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
yep.
and we saw both strong wrestling and really a lot of heart by the Champlin Park Rebels wrestling team last year.
Yeah, they're scrappy kids. Mm-hmm. You know, they come, they're going to work as hard as they can. And, you know, you have to have competition in the wrestling room, too. And right now the depth of Champlin Park is not there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's tough because you got to be able to work hard every day. And if you put it just on yourself instead of other people in the room, it's a little bit harder.
Champlin Park had the call on whether up or down. They chose up. And there's a quick reversal by Andover, Borg. And he's got an arm bar already. He's going to try to get the other one and see if he can get a turn.
A strong kid.
Yes. Yep, he is. Cole Borg. Have heard a lot of good things about him from Coach Slofeld. And there's a pin right there, quick. First time we've made it to the second period, but not far into it, 11 seconds in. And that's a pin for Borg.
That's at 145.
So Ben Highland, we believe, was at 138. And now we'll have Jackson Armour. And he will take the forfeit, and we'll move to 150 or 160. Garrett Nelson against Heinek Ortiz. I know that this one is right. I've got my score sheet tells me this one is going to be right. So we have got Garrett Nelson for the Huskies. Shoots. He's got a good single. Able to get it up and drive him down. Nice 2-point takedown.
I'll tell you what, it's been within the first 10 seconds of every match that we've had so far that Andover will shoot in and get that takedown.
Mm-hmm.
Ortiz working hard to get out of it right now.
Just couldn't lower his hips to break that clasp.
Yeah. Getting to his feet. Want to see that again.
Nelson trying to get him back onto the mat.
Yeah, you hate putting those moves on right at the edge there.
Yep. And we got 1 point escape by Ortiz. So 2-1 right now. Ortiz shoots in. Good counter by Nelson. Pushing that head down. And they're off. They'll go back to center.
Yeah, I like where Ortiz is being aggressive there. He, instead of letting the Andover wrestler shoot in, he was the aggressor, shot in. Nothing came of it, but good offensive move there by Ortiz. Looks like a competitive match we have here, Jim.
Yes. Nelson and a junior along with Ortiz, both juniors. That's a nice go to a single and just lift him up. Nice carry. Looking for a cradle right here.
Yeah, he's looking to cradle him up.
Yep, and he's got it.
I think he does.
And Ortiz is battling. He was able to break it. And nice battle by Ortiz. And that's a 2-point near or 3-point near fall as it ends the first period.
Yeah, scrappy move there by Ortiz. He worked those hands, got him off the critical position that he needed to, and got out of there and picks up another point. He'll start in the down position for Champlin Park. 7-2 is our score here, going into the third.
Team score 48-0 right now. Andover fully in charge of this one.
Well, you look at Champlin Park's bench, and they have 4 kids over there.
Yeah.
You know, and there's more kids on their JV bench, but sometimes it's just hard to put a kid out there and, and you know you have no chance, and it's not going to do anything for his morale. So probably a good move by Champlin Park in some of these matches.
All right, Garrett Nelson trying to get one more turn. Nelson turns into it, tries to counter, gets out. Looks like he does. He's going to. There's a 3. He's got 3 near fall points. Does Nelson, and Ortiz was able to get another escape, his third of the match. So
yeah, Ortiz put himself into harm's way there. He turned right into that where
yep.
It probably wasn't the smartest move. He probably should have turned away on that one there and might have been able to escape without that near fall.
Both wrestlers, the pace has lessened a little bit. Ortiz with a nice counter. And Nelson going to try to throw him with a neck throw, and Ortiz just walks out of it. Nice job by Ortiz to get back up and get into a better neutral position.
Yeah, he's countered 2 or 3 times here. You know, but nice little wrestler Ortiz is doing a nice job.
Nelson aggressively gets a double leg and is able to throw him through. 15 seconds remaining, 10 seconds now remaining in the second period. Nelson well in control right now, up 12 to 3. He's got that major Now he's just got to see what else he can do as far as getting points for his team.
Yeah, Nelson, strong kid. You know, and he's using his muscle out there in this match. Ortiz might be a little bit quicker, but Nelson's definitely been the aggressor in this match.
Yeah, and it looks like Ortiz may be wrestling up a couple weights.
Yeah, Nelson looks a little bigger, doesn't he?
Yep.
12-3 is our score here, and about 1:40 left.
A little reverse trail, and there's a 2-point takedown. So an escape and a 2-point takedown, or a reverse. I guess that was a reversal. And Ortiz still battling.
Yeah, he might be tiring a little bit,
yeah.
Jim. He's been in that down position most of the day here, or the match.
I like about Garrett is he has the ability to apply pressure to keep that wrestler trying to just counter. There's a quick reversal or an escape, it looks like.
Well,
possibly.
He seems very confident in everything he's doing out there. You know?
Fourth escape for Ortiz. We're under a minute now in the third and final period, 14-4. Garrett Nelson for the Huskies. Good shot in, good single. He's in deep. If he can just head out to the outside and pull it in, he'll be able to get a takedown on Nelson.
Yeah, he's got to get that head up, and Nelson saying no,
yep.
And pushes it back down again.
Yep. Stalemate. I'll go back to center. It seems like when Nelson is determined, like he is right there, he can dictate the tempo of the match.
Well, you can see he's really working for that pin. You know, with all the forfeits and the pins so far, he doesn't want to be the guy that goes back there without one. Even though he's wrestling very, very well.
Another escape, and will end unless with a 16-5 win for Garrett Nelson of the Huskies, and we have a full match, 6 minutes.
Yeah, I was impressed with Ortiz. You know, his quickness. He countered a few times, and then Nelson just kept going after him. You can tell that he's pretty doggone good wrestler for that weight class, and he's going to do some good things for Andover this year, which you need in that team concept.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen any weak links, that's for sure. So it's pretty impressive so far by Andover Huskies.
Yeah, great. On the mat now is George Nelson for the Huskies, a sophomore. He's going against Mitch Knight, another sophomore, but at the 170 weight class. Both wrestlers kind of feeling each other out so far.
George Johnson, a little bit taller wrestler than Mitch Knight. But looking for a throw there. And then they're going to give 2 points tonight.
Yeah, So Knight gets a takedown. Knight slipped out of that throw and is able to get that takedown. And they're off. Knight will still be down. I'm sorry, Johnson will still be down. Mitch Knight up 2-0. That's the first lead that we've had for the Champlin Park Rebel Wrestlers.
Looking to sit out there and then gets to his feet. Knight lets him go. Another thing I've noticed out of those Andover wrestlers, when they're in that down position, you know, they're looking to go right now.
Yep.
You know, that's a sign of a good wrestler.
Well, you see explode. You know, coaches talked about explode out of that sitting position. And you mentioned we've seen that a bunch tonight so far. And both wrestlers were kind of tentative. That shot from a long ways away and able to get a takedown is Johnson. George Johnson with a takedown, now tied, now 3-2 lead. 20 seconds remaining in the first period.
He's trying to get that half in there. Knight said not this time, so working those hands, which the Andover wrestlers have done very, very well.
See right there, Knight really did a nice job of just trying to limit, and he knew it was close to the end of the period, and just make sure that you don't get tilted at all.
Yeah, we're at 3-2 here in favor of Johnson over Mitch Knight from Champlin Park. Very competitive match. Looking to stand up right away. Knight doing a nice job, and then he gets him in the cradle.
Yeah. Close to some back points on that one. That was a nice, very nice move by Knight. Again, he's got a chance to do it again if he can get that arm free. There it is. And he's able. Boy, nice job by Knight to return Johnson to the mat.
Yeah, he was close to getting out of that one right there. Knight's controlling that ankle.
Yep.
Now he's let go, and
he's looking for that cradle again.
Better watch out.
Yep. Third time was a charm. Minute 10 remaining. Reversal now. Johnson up 5-2 on Knight.
Yeah, he kind of just dropped right into Johnson's lap there.
Yep.
He said, I'll take that too.
And there's a reversal on a switch, almost. And we've got an escape. Actually, escape. The back heel. Nice back heel by Knight.
I think he ended up stepping on his foot.
Yeah.
We're at 5-5.
5-5. Knights. And potentially dangerous hold there as Knight had an arm behind, and so 28 seconds remaining.
You know, you can see a lot of potential in Johnson, but you can also tell that he's young.
Yeah.
You know, he's put himself in a couple of vulnerable positions where a greater wrestler might have taken advantage of those. So, but there's a lot of potential there for a young kid.
Yep.
Here's Knight.
Yeah, Knight's boy, he's battling just to stay away from that 45-degree angle, and he was able to do it. I don't believe they're going to give him back points. No back points. Boy, Knight was in a great position, but Johnson was just able to fight his way through that.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it's been going tonight for Champlin Park. There was an opportunity to get some back points and wasn't able to come up with them as the clock ran out on him. So from the down position, we'll see if Knight can get out here and give himself the lead. Just starting the third period here.
Knight trying to sit through. Trying to get out and just get a.
Oh, he might turn him.
Yep. He lost an ankle.
Yeah, nice job by Knight getting out of that. Struggling to get out and get that one.
Well, I tell you, that has been really a strength of the Huskies so far, is their ability to master the ride. And Knight's got a chance if he can just get that other leg out, that hips out, he'll be.
Oh my, he's got that half in pretty good.
Yep. This is a battle. This is a great battle between these two.
Yeah, they are getting after it, and we're just under 1 minute in a tie match.
Yep.
Champlin looking to get their first points of the night. Oh, there's a sit out.
Yep. You tell both wrestlers are a little tired right now.
Knight's got to get his head up here. I mean, we're going to get an escape or we're going to get a turn. He's very close to the turn right now, too.
Still, we've got around 20 seconds remaining, and this has been a continuous ride by Johnson, trying to get out. There he's just about had some back points
he
there.
almost turned him.
Yep, there he goes, right there.
Oh my! There's 6 seconds left, and he pinned him.
Oh my word!
With 2.6 remaining, what a battle! You got to hand it to the Knight kid, but you also got to hand it to George Johnson. He stuck with it, came away with 6 points for Andover. That was a great match
there.
That was
an
fun.
Excellent match, and both you can't be disappointed at all by the pin. Johnson, 2 minutes of riding time basically in that second period, and it looked at points where either or could take it. And we've got Nolan Israelson, the sophomore captain, or the junior captain, will take a forfeit at 182. And we'll go to 195. Victor Ortiz, the sophomore, will go against Tremaine Davis, the 9th grader. This 9th grader, I've heard a lot of great things about Tremaine Davis. He is a solid wrestler, a lot of talent, and very fast. You see right there, he's a little young. There's a 2-point takedown by Ortiz.
Yeah, 9th grade. If Ortiz wrestles like his brother, we'll have a good match here.
And you think about 195, and you're a 9th grader. You're not going against other 9th graders.
No. But it looks like Ortiz is a 10th grader.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. He is a sophomore. 2-1 right now. Takedown by Ortiz, escape by Davis.
You get a lot more hand battles when you get up here in these heavier weights.
Yeah, you do, and it's Ortiz is quick, boy.
Yeah, I think it's the quickness of Ortiz and the strength
of Davis.
Davis looking to turn him right here.
Now he's got the takedown at least now. So now up 3-2.
I can see, Jim, where this kid potential is.
Yeah. A lot of coaches have said a lot of great things about.
You start putting some muscle on that frame.
Yep.
It looks like technically he does a pretty doggone good job for a 9th grader.
Well, he's got a plan. You can tell he's got a plan. And that's when you're as a young wrestler, that's one thing you've got to have. You've got to have a plan going in. You can't just counter everything.
Well, he's working those arms right now, looking for that tilt.
Coming 8 seconds left. I think he even looked at the clock. Find out what he had left. And he rides it out, and Ortiz was not able to get out and escape. So it's 3-2 right now. Tremaine Davis at 195 over Victor Ortiz.
Yeah, this is a good match. I like it. Good opportunity for Champlin, trying to get on the board here, down 3-2. Yeah,
quick escape.
195, Jim.
Yep, 195, and there's a turn, quick, powerful turn by Davis, and Ortiz is in trouble if he turns back at all.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
He's got to tighten that up a little bit.
So Davis putting as much weight as he can on those top shoulder, on that right shoulder of Ortiz.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yep. Try to lift that head.
Oh, there's
and
that turn.
Ortiz is possibly getting out. Good fight from Ortiz. And
nice job by Ortiz.
Yeah, to get out of that. That was a deep hold by Davis. So that's a 2-point reversal and a 3-point near fall.
That had to take a lot out of Ortiz right there, and he's still got a minute left. If he puts him back in that position again, this thing is over. But Ortiz is fighting from that down position.
Yep.
What I was saying earlier, 195, I remember being in 9th grade and being 100.
Being between 95 and 100.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So, I mean, that's going to be a big young man right there.
Yes, it is. So, cradle happening.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
Yep. See if he can.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get it out of that or not.
He might. Yeah.
Now he got himself in trouble.
Yep. And that's some of that experience of understanding until he had it in fairly deep.
You know, handing it to Davis he got himself out of that predicament.
Yep.
You know, not all wrestlers do that.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Davis. Ortiz is going to choose down again. See if he can get a quick escape.
You know, that's another thing, sorry, Jim, that I noticed at these upper weights. You make a mistake and you can get pinned.
Yeah.
You know, you can be trailing 10-0 and make a mistake and you're on your back and it's hard to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. Ortiz has to sit through on, and we've got a clasp on. So 1 point goes to Ortiz. So it is still in doubt. It's 8-5 Davis over Ortiz. 1:46 remaining. Ortiz can get out. He's got a good opportunity to get a takedown and tie this up.
Yeah, that was a big point right there. He's definitely in position right now. I like the way Davis is riding, though. Not getting too far forward. Now he's looking to try to cradle him up again.
Yeah, he's got to get back. Again, like you said, the heavier weights, it's a little bit more meticulous with getting over. And there's the turn right there, pretty deep. He's got that cradle in. He's trying to get those hips up. Good job by Ortiz to get out. That'll be a 2-point. So he's up now 10-5 with under a minute.
Yeah, a couple of big points right there by Davis. Ortiz going to have to put him on his back and spin around on him here if he wants any chance, but it doesn't look like Davis is riding well.
Yeah, he is. You
just got to make sure he doesn't get too high here.
Yeah. Control those hips. I continue to say that, but that's really the important part of to try and on riding is just control those hips.
Very confident young man.
Yeah, he could be in trouble here. Nope, he's able to get out. 1 point escape, so 15 seconds left. 10-6. Ortiz has got to get a throw and some back points, and
he's looking for it.
And Davis just overpowers him. So 2 points.
Right at the end of the match again here. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Not able to. So 3 points and a major 15-6 win by Tremaine Davis.
Boy, it seemed a lot closer than that.
It was. I mean, 5 points came at the end right there.
Right.
You're right. And so Nate Bieberg, the number 5th rated 220 in Class 3A, will come up, and he takes his forfeit, and then we'll go to.
Yeah, they're not going to wrestle Bieberg, I don't think.
Nope.
They don't have to.
And I believe that Isaiah Wright will come in, and he'll get the first 6 points for the Champlin Park Rebels, and that is it for the first of this triangular meet. 74-6. The Rebels take the loss to Andover. Andover moves to 2-1, and Pete.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color-coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome to the Andover Veterans Memorial.
It's a beautiful Friday morning in the city of Andover, and we're checking out the brand new Veterans Memorial. We're hanging out with Public Works Director Dave Berkowitz to learn more. Hey Dave, can you give us a little background on this project?
Back in 2004, former Councilmember Mike Knight had an interest in creating a Veterans Memorial somewhere within the city. He took that initiative and worked towards renaming the street, which was at that time called 152nd Lane, just west of Nightingale Street, and had going through the name change to create Veterans Memorial.
The Veterans Memorial is located on the corner of Nightingale Street and Veterans Memorial Boulevard. Dave, when people come to check this out, what can they expect?
You'll see a large flagpole with a curved wall, which is the memorial itself, and you can purchase a 4x6 plaque in memory or of an existing veteran that you want to recognize. If you're interested in buying a plaque in honor of a loved one, you can go to the city's website, and on the lower left corner of the homepage, you can find more information about the Veterans Memorial.
You can also visit Andover's website for a full brochure which has loads of information, as well as a memorial engraving order form that you can fill out.
To be eligible to purchase a plaque, there are certain conditions. You either have to live in Andover, you live in Andover and have a loved one that you want to recognize, or you work for the city of Andover or worked for the city of Andover in the past.
We encourage everyone to come by, check out the beautiful Veterans Memorial in the city of Andover.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have 15 right here. I need 70.
Starting in the spring and running through the fall, there is a colorful bunch of folks who meet every Tuesday morning at a location called Mao's Corner. This truly is a rural area in Isanti County, north of Anoka, Minnesota. And it's farm country, and people who live up here, they like it here. and lots of them are buyers and sellers of all kinds of things. And early Tuesday mornings, they show up at a flea market and old-fashioned country auction. As it turns out, a lot of these people know each other. They are regulars. But anybody is welcome to stop by, and it is a friendly crowd. They all have one person in common, and that is the guy that runs the show, auctioneer Tony Elfelt. Tony is the guy that does the fast talking, and he is very good at it. What makes Tony the auctioneer unique is he is also Tony the attorney. He thinks the two professions have a lot in common.
There are very few attorney auctioneers in the country. There are some. I don't really think it's that odd. I'm a personal injury lawyer, so that means I stand up in court and I talk in front of judges and juries, and I stand on the trailer and I sell antiques and collectibles in front of people. So public speaking is required in both. So there's a lot of similarities there. I'm selling too. Here at the auction, I sell goods and items to people, and in the courtroom, I sell ideas and theories to people.
Okay. Good morning. There you are. Thank you for coming. Hi, Russell.
This is something I always wanted to do since I was a little boy, going to auctions out in Benson and Appleton, Minnesota with my grandparents and my mom and dad. I didn't actually learn how to do it until 2005 when I went to auction school in Iowa. And it's just become a weekly event now.
Gary Doer, who lives nearby, is always there.
I come because I have a lot of stuff to get rid of. Like everybody else, most of the people here are buyers and sellers, most of them. Because a lot of people buy, like this gentleman here, he likes to sell stuff, but he likes to buy stuff too. You can't sell it if you don't buy it. I've never missed a Tuesday. I'm probably the only one out of everybody here. I've never missed a Tuesday.
Joe Mao owns the property, and he gets a kick out of hosting the weekly event on his property.
It's kind of like a big party, you know. It's actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
We do clean-outs for people that have passed away or moving, going to retirement home. And sometimes we do everything. Sometimes we do just some stuff. It just depends. And a lot of people like this, that is one person's stuff. This is another person's stuff. And sometimes people bring a little bit. Sometimes they bring a lot. All this is from one person's house, and this is the third time we brought stuff from their house, and now their house is empty.
What's the most interesting thing you've ever bought?
Boy, that's a tough question. You never know. It's like we have some teeth up there.
It's pretty interesting to see what people will bring. And
we've even sold some animals here. So it can be just about anything. Bones, I've sold some bones that are kind of strange. We've had some things that are really sleepers where people don't really know what they are, and turns out somebody buys them for a small amount of money and sells them for a lot of money.
And then there is Walt Heller of St. Francis, who's a real character.
Still got a good dinger.
Where'd you get that?
An auction someplace.
He tells amazing stories about his time in the Air Force in World War II. When Walt's kids were young, they had horses, so he built a big barn. Well, the horses and kids are long gone, and Walt has filled the barn with all kinds of items he buys at auctions like Mao's Corner.
So I put together this 10-speed bicycle with a lawnmower, and I found out it don't work too good on 10 speeds. You got to go slow, otherwise it skips too much. Hummels and things in here. This is a nice little machine. I just don't know what it is. I got one here that's an electric trolley motor. Got a cigarette lighter in it. I got this in Germany. This is an automatic wash machine. It works very good in the old days. We don't use them much anymore. This was for starting fires in the fireplace. What can you do? I just decided, well, if I go to a few auctions, pick up a few things, I can put them in the stalls here. This could work out. So I've been doing that ever since. So that's what the barn is. Well, just for example, like that lawnmower over there and this wheelchair and things like that come up at auction, and that old trunk I was showing you in there, this stuff comes up and you never know what it's worth. You buy it, and I'm what they call a cheap screw. I don't pay very much for stuff, and I make the best of it. And it's just interesting life. And then I have these garage sales like this, and people come by and this looks like a museum, but it's really stuff for sale. They like that. They say, hey, you're right. And I said, well, most people have garage sales, and 20 minutes you see it all and go. And I said, this one here, you can spend a couple hours and you still haven't seen it. So.
They don't have auctions like this in the big city, and it's nice to see all these old things being recycled and repurposed. Maybe Fred Rogers of PBS said it best. Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Be happy! Be happy! Be grateful! Be grateful! Never satisfied! Never satisfied! Happy Thanksgiving!
And a happy Thanksgiving it was for dozens of local families, thanks to the generous efforts of 24 Restore.
So we're doing our annual Serving Others campaign. So at 24 Restore, one of our core values, our main core values is serve others the way you want to be served. And one of the big things we want to do is not just talk that talk, but we want to walk that walk.
So we walked the aisles of Coburn's the day before Thanksgiving, collecting stuffing, gravy, cranberries, and much more.
It's really important for us to give back to the community in a time of really big need. And I'll tell you, it's because Derek West, the owner, when he started this company in 1994, started with $200 in a station wagon, and through that he was cleaning carpets and found out that some people needed more than a carpet clean. They had an emergency water damage, and he didn't do that, but he decided to be in a hurry to help and serve others. And through that, 25 years later, we've got this company as we have it today. It's about 60 team members with 24 Restore. We've got 3 companies. We've got another company that has about 20 or so team members, and it has grown so much over the years, and we're really excited to have the future of this Serving Others event be much even greater. Every single year we do this big event. I believe this is our going on 6th year of doing this, but we don't just do this one day of the year. We do this all the time. We're starting to get different people from the community involved. We've got the the Ramsey Police Department involved. We've had the fire department involved in the past. We've got the Mayor Mark here today.
We started off at their location here in Ramsey, and we had a police escort, and we had a motorcade. It was pretty long, and it was fun to be a part of. And so we all got here, and then they grabbed shopping carts, and they started. There was lists. They had things that they needed to get, and now they're in the process of checking things out. So it's really been a great morning so far.
And of course, that great morning will lead into an even greater Thanksgiving for local residents in need.
The thing I like about is their culture and their philosophy. It's really about helping people, and their business is growing. I know I've been on council now for almost 10 years, and I know a number of years ago they were looking to expand and buy a building, and at that time they were about 24 people, and now they've got 55 to 60 people at 24 Restore, and then in their Cloud 9 business they got another 25 plus people. So their company is just growing exponentially, and it's because of their culture and their philosophy and how they're able to work with people and serve. In our meeting prior to coming to this, they took a survey with their employees, and basically employees said this is their favorite event of the year that they do. So it's just fun to be a part of this process. I'm so glad they asked me to be here.
24 Restore's spirit of giving and serving others was contagious.
Coburn's themselves, this is cool. They donated $850 to the local food shelf and gift cards. So that's on top of all of our food and our monetary donation. We've got 4 different food shelves that are going to be blessed because of what we're doing here today. So we are just absolutely fired up about the mission, cause, and purpose that we're doing. We believe at 24 Restore that we're not in the restoration business, we're in the people business. And what's only thing stopping us from helping more people is having the right people on our team at 24 Restore that are willing to go out there and serve others in the community, and through that we all are blessed.
So, in case you didn't catch it at the beginning,
Be happy! Be happy! Be grateful! Be grateful! Never satisfied! Never satisfied! Happy Thanksgiving!
So today, the Anoka County Sheriff's Office is hosting the Memorial Blood Center's Bloodmobile to collect blood donations from both the staff of the Anoka County Sheriff's Office as well as the greater community. We're just so excited that that Memorial Blood Centers are here today. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the event last year because of COVID, but we're so happy that they're able to come back, and we're able to have it be a little different this year with the actual Bloodmobile in our parking lot. We have about 30 people signed up for this event, and then we're also accepting walk-ins as space allows. So right now, our hospitals need all types of blood, but we really, really need B negative blood. And so, you know, our law enforcement professionals within our office see incidents consistently of people who are going to probably need blood when going to the hospital. So it's so important for us to support initiatives to make sure hospitals all across our state are prepared for these patients as they come in.
Very well. Might we be able to check your platelet count today? That takes no extra blood, no extra time. It's an extra test they'll do with the blood they're already taking. You might be able to help a cancer patient, a premature child, or a burn victim.
About 1 in 3 people are going to need blood at some point in their lifetime, and unfortunately the supply doesn't always meet the demand that is out there. And so it's really important for the Anoka County Sheriff's Office to support our healthcare partners by, you know, doing our part to help increase the amount of blood donations, and I know our staff are very willing to support it as well as the greater community. The Memorial Blood Center's website, mbc.org, has a great search feature where people can find a local blood drive near them.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go?
Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Pa?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder. They're a little bit of a lot of things. But all of them are pure love.
You guys want to come say hi to
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hiya! Queen of All Knowledge here, reminding you, creeps out there on the internet hack, scam, and trick savvy cyber users every day. But we can fight back. It's as easy as IC3. If you're a victim of online crime, don't give up. Visit IC3, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Your tips help the FBI track down cyber criminals around the world. Report your crime to www.ic3.gov today.
Being a dad is an adventure full of special moments.
A cruise?
Surprise!
Unexpected moments.
I got this.
And even awkward moments.
Okay, Dad, thank you.
But every moment you spend with your kids, even the smallest moments, can make the biggest impact on your child's life. So take a moment to be a dad today.
Zimmerman will be the visitors against the home Andover Huskies, but we're at Champlin Park High School. Welcome back to high school wrestling. The second of the three duels will happen, and we've got the Zimmerman Thunder. They are out of their class 2A. They're out of Section 6, one of the toughest sections out there, Pete. And we saw Andover really dominate the Champlin Park Rebels.
Yeah, Andover looked real good against Champlin Park. Champlin missing some kids, but what we saw out of the Andover wrestlers was pretty impressive. Zimmerman has some good wrestlers on their team. You know, I think we're going to see a little closer match here in the second one of this try. So I'm excited to see what happens here tonight.
Yes, yeah, and really a great opportunity for us to see some real top-rated wrestlers. At the Open, we talked about it. Aiden Pardino at 220 will be going against Nate Bieberg. Both are really so while we have a forfeit. We're starting already, and we've got a forfeit here at 106 as Levi Horwicks gets the win. And Brandon Board will be wrestling at 113, and he'll be up against Bo Dippery.
Yeah, Board's good wrestler. Good wrestler for Andover here. I've always liked watching him wrestle, and he's still just a young kid.
Zimmerman is they've got a good program. They may not have all the numbers, but they have some solid wrestling. Pat Birch has been there for a number of years as their wrestling coach at Zimmerman. And both Dupree and Brandon Board back out at center. Board's got a single, trying to get one and take down quick. And he's got it over Dippery. Dippery, a 10th grader.
He's going to try to turn him right here. Early on, very aggressive is Board. Board, a sophomore.
He's got a good grip on it. It is tight right now. Dippery arching his way out, and there's the pin right there. 56 seconds in.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive there, Board. You know, once he got him to the mat, it didn't take a whole lot for them to turn him.
So we'll have a forfeit at 120. So Tyler Bertram, the 10th grader, will get his second win tonight by forfeit, and then we'll go to 126, and that'll be open as well. Bryce Swenson will get the forfeit, and Andover up now 18.
I think that's our last forfeit of, of this match here.
So Kellen Martin will be against Alex Boltman. Boltman, a junior from Andover, and Martin, a senior. Trying to get the clock set up now. 24 rip right now. Andover over in team score.
Well, you know what's different than that first match? The announcer's announcing who's wrestling.
Yeah,
so we're going to get it right. If not, we're going to blame him. So Boltman and Martin.
Yep. Martin with a takedown, almost a takedown. Nice hustle by Boltman to be able to counter. He was in trouble there. Martin pretty quick on his feet.
Yeah, nice little counter there by Boltman.
Coach of the Huskies, Rich Slofeld. Product of Iowa, he knows his wrestling.
Yeah, both wrestlers are back on their feet. Put back in the middle of the mat.
Good shot in, and good quickness to get pop those hips out by Martin to counter that shot in on the legs.
Gotta try to get around here to that backside. Bowman's not letting him do it though. As Martin's controlling the hands, they're both back up into the standing position. Start all over again.
We are tied at 0 right now.
You notice that the Zimmerman wrestlers aren't letting the Andover wrestlers in for that early takedown. At least not so far.
We've got, we're going to end up right now, 18 seconds left, still both trying to get in. Another shot in on a single by Boltman. And he's got to do everything he can to hold on to that leg as Boltman to keep that from a takedown, even though it looked like Martin had control, but Boltman had that leg and just couldn't have complete control.
Yeah, so Martin's looking over to his coach and the officials saying, that's 2, isn't it?
Yeah, yep.
But coach isn't saying too much, so looks like Martin's going to go to that down position.
Well, good defense. We had lots of action, no scoring, but lots of action in that first. Heard coaching from Rich Slofeld say, hey, either use it or get out of it.
Bowman has that left arm.
And he's trying to overpower Martin. Martin doing everything he can to stay flat, and he's got some. Got 3 points.
Yeah.
And there's a pin right there. Nice job by Alex Boltman. with a big pin.
Yeah, well, it was a good match there in the first period, and then Bowman took control, put Martin to his back, and picks up 6 more for Andover. Nice job.
Yes. So Ben Highland is who, and there you can see right there. Ben Highland will be wrestling against John Weiser. John Weiser, a senior at Zimmerman. Highland, a sophomore at Andover. And
Yeah, this should be an interesting match right here. A couple of lanky guys.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's some reach by both. Good single. And good quickness by both on this one. Both teams of wrestlers seem to have kind of the similar aggressive nature.
There's some tough kids up there in that Zimmerman area.
Yep. And 2-point takedown by Weiser.
Weiser's going to try to move him back towards the center of the map.
Zimmerman came in with a 1 win and 3 losses as far as their duels go. They've been up against a pretty stiff competition, as we talk about in Section 6 there.
Yeah, you better be ready to come out and wrestle every night in that conference, that's for sure.
You've got Foley. They're ranked 10th or 12th. You've got Becker, Big Lake, Princeton, Dazzle, Dakota, Litchfield. I mean, those all in the top 12. And you can see right
Foley's been there forever.
Yeah, yep. You see right there, good turn right now. Back points, all 3 back points coming to Weiser. And Highland trying to do everything he can to get out of this, and he's able to. He's able to get back to a more favorable position.
Well, I don't know if they gave him that 3 or not, Jim. At least it's not going up on the board.
Did I miss something?
Boy, I sure thought he was on his back for the amount of time needed, but only 2 points are up there.
Yep.
So he must have got out of it. Zimmerman will start in the down position.
Weiser, it's like good return to mat by Highland, but a lot of energy coming out of the Zimmerman wrestler.
Well, he's a senior against a sophomore. As soon as he had that escape, he was ready to come back in and try to get a takedown. So very aggressive. Through 3-0 lead here in the second with about a minute and a half left.
You see Highland likes to use that reach. That shot in was from a long ways away, and nice job by Weiser to get that counter and get that takedown.
You know, Highland's not backing off at all, but this senior Weiser, good wrestler. You know, Highland's going to learn, from this match, and he sure could come out on top. But Weiser's a strong kid, man, and he's aggressive.
Yeah, he is.
He's getting after it.
He's got that arm bar with twist. And he's got plenty of time, just under a minute remaining in the second period. And Highland is able to get out of it.
Yeah, had to get that hand back, which he did. Riding a little high here.
Yep.
Almost got some back points there, though, Jim.
He did.
I was thinking he might be in trouble up that high, but.
Well, I think that experience that you talked about as being a senior is coming through right now as Weiser continues to just go from having a leg in. Now he's got 2 leg in, under 12 seconds left, and I just ride him out. He looks up at the clock to see what's left. He just doesn't want to give up any points right now. And make sure that he's still not getting a caution for stalling. So into the third period, 5-0. Weiser over Highland.
Yeah, impressive period there by Weiser.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it took a lot out of Highland. He had to put in a lot of effort to stay off his back there. And Weiser will start in the down position.
We'll have a false start. Caution on Zimmerman. And Weiser's able to get out with a 6-0 lead. Talking to Coach Solfeld, that's a nice takedown right there. A chance for some back points.
Yeah, he's looking for a turn right here. He's got that left leg locked up pretty good, which is going to help him in his move.
Yep. And Pete, if I was contorted like that, I would be in an ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Yeah. Ditto. It's amazing the position some of these young men get in.
And how they're able to work their way out of it. And there's some points right there. And Highland just got a little too high. So Weiser got high on it. And looks like we're going to have a possible blood timeout.
Highland's scrappy kid, though, too. I really like what he's doing out here as a 10th grader. Can see a lot of potential for him in the future, and I'm sure he's going to win a lot of matches this year.
A little bloody nose right now. So then that's Andover will take that. You can see right here, tough precarious spot, and Highland was able to basically throw him out.
Yeah, I think Weiser's foot kind of caught him in the nose there coming by.
So potentially hazardous position. You see the coaching staff not only tending to his nose, but also giving some instruction.
Yeah, they got to make sure that blood stopped nowadays.
Yep.
Back in the old days, we used to bleed all over ourselves, and no one cared.
It was war paint, right?
No one cared. Kind of went along with the concussions.
Yeah. I'll date myself here, but they always used to ask, "Did you see the flash cube?"
Yeah.
It wasn't a good hit until you hear it.
Yeah.
You see the flash bulb. Nobody knows what a flash bulb is anymore. Anyway, so.
No.
Well, Weiser has got that arm, and Highland, I tell you, he's battling right now. He's able to get off. Look out for the cradle there as he steps up.
Weiser knows what he wants to do out there. He just hasn't quite been able to do it, so you have to hand it to the Andover wrestler.
Well, good situational awareness. He, as he returned Highland to the mat, Weiser looked up at the clock to find out exactly how much time he had. Again, that's the second period in a row where he's done that. And he's got a 10-0 lead right now going into the third period. Oh, that was it. That was it. Yep. Zimmerman, sorry. I wanted more of that match. So Weiser with a 10-0 win and 4 points for Zimmerman.
Sam Miller coming out for Zimmerman here.
Cole Borg, 145.
Looking for another good match here.
Yep.
But nice for Zimmerman to get on the board.
What we're waiting for here. So Andover Huskies up 30-4 right now.
Yeah, you really hate to see those forfeits. It makes it tough, you know, if you have a few forfeits, and Zimmerman with 3 or 4 of them here tonight already.
Looks like we've got some blood that needs to be cleaned up on the mat. Since both are visiting teams, there's have to find where the wipes are, get them cleaned up. Head coach Rich Slofeld out cleaning it up. And now we'll have Cole Borg.
Sam Miller. Miller is a junior. Borg is senior. So a lot of experience out there for this match.
Cole Borg. He is a gritty wrestler. I think that is the correct term. He's maybe not always technically as savvy, but is as strong. You can see right there how strong he is.
He is strong.
He's able to get his. There's a takedown right now. Nice job by Borg.
You know, Miller tried to muscle him right there, and that's not going to work with that kid.
No, it's not.
You know, seeing him from up here, he's put together pretty well.
Borg looks pretty technically savvy right there.
Yeah.
He's got 3 back points.
Miller's got to get that leg out.
Yep. Solid 3 points right now. We're trying to get an arm bar in. Under a minute in this first period.
Yeah, he's working that arm over pretty good.
He's got a plan.
Yeah, looking at that underhook.
Yep. Now he's got a half Nelson. There it is right there. Quickly. 1:30 into the first period. And Cole Borg with a pin. And that's the 3rd pin of this duel so far. Next we'll have Andover will have Chase Patterson.
Yep, Patterson's going to get 6. I thought they had them all filled from there on out.
I don't know what happened with Brock Snow. I don't know if there was an injury or right now you don't even want to ask. So, because it could be anything. So Garrett Nelson will be back on the mat. He's against Max Kostoskic.
Yeah, junior against junior here.
And 2-point takedown by Kostoskic.
Nelson looking to get to his feet.
Garrett already had 1 match today.
Yeah, you know, that can make a difference too, Jim.
It can. Although these kids are pretty good athletes.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, they're used to it, wrestling in tournaments and wrestling 3 or 4 in a day.
So good job by good return to mat by Kostoskic. 2 points so far on 1 takedown for Zimmerman. And they're off.
Nelson gets off the mat. We'll go back to the middle here. 2-0.
Nelson has done a good job of trying to, you know, you said explode off the mat. Caution, another caution for Zimmerman, getting on before instructed. Now we're ready to go now.
Got to hold that right leg.
Look at that.
Back
That's
to Matt.
You could see that he's really able to almost get rolling. And Gostacic's got an answer for everything, either grabbing an ankle or they're off again. Another good wrestling match brewing here.
Yeah, both kids seem pretty evenly matched.
Gostancic looks like he might get out. Nope. Nelson tries to turn in and just the controlling of the hips by the Zimmerman wrestlers is really good.
Yeah, Zimmerman Max. I'm not quite sure on that last name. What was that, Jim? Yeah, there you go.
At least that's what I had heard.
There you go. I was just going to call him Max.
Max, and he's able to get through. So good escape now. 2-1. Gostacik over Nelson.
Good for Nelson. He worked really hard to get that escape. Now he's got to try to defend the takedown again here.
And a nice throw by. And a 2-point with 4 seconds left. Nelson comes up with a big takedown. It looked like Gostacik had that leg.
Yeah, nice job by Nelson. First to get the escape and then to get the takedown with just a little over 2 seconds remaining here in the first period. So nice job and a really good wrestling match.
Yeah. Not only did he do it with a couple seconds left, but he had to keep him on the mat to be able to do it within the circle.
Yeah, 3-2. So if we can see that same excitement here in the second period, it's going to be a good one.
Both wrestlers starting from neutral. Did not see who had the choice there.
A little bit of hand battling going on right now.
Seen something from Gostacik where he's able to almost get an underhook and throw by Nelson. Oh, good penetration. Well, I tell you what, good counter too by Gostacik.
Yeah, that was some good footwork right there. Well, I thought he was going to throw him into the first row of the bleachers there.
He had him in.
Yeah, he put the brakes on right there. There's been a lot of hand battling both periods here until they can see that shot. Sign of good wrestlers.
Nothing more frustrating than having your hands tied up in that position because you just don't feel like you have the control you want.
Yeah, and they're both doing a good job of that.
Good deep double. And classic counter move is to get that hand in between on the thigh of the wrestler and push down with your hips.
Boy, you hate seeing him so close to that sign over there. That's a good blown whistle. You go right into the home of the Rebels.
Well, we've seen cameras being kicked before here on QCTV.
Our camera guys, they don't even flinch though.
No, they don't. Especially if Mike's on it. If Mike's on it, then he's a trooper, man. 30 seconds remaining here in the second period. No scoring yet. Still Nelson up from Andover 3-2 right now. And we'll see if somebody can get one last shot in. Nelson's got that.
I think this one's going to go right down to the end here.
Yep.
Be curious to where we go in the position here going into the third. Andover has it, so Zimmerman had the call last period and they started in the neutral position.
So Andover's looking for that escape. And we've seen Gostacik do a great job again, grabbing that ankle and just driving Nelson back to the mat.
Yeah, the thing that I've noticed about him is he really works on the legs.
Yeah.
He ties up those legs. You know, not as much with the upper body, but as far as the legs go, I'm curious what he does right here as they get started. You better watch it. He's going to get he's already got a warning there.
And right now, points are at premium, 3-2. Coaching to switch into it, which means that you turn into it, and that hand, and there's the escape. So now 4-2, Nelson. And I think Nelson has really been more the aggressor on his feet than Kostowski.
Well, we got a minute 25 left. Kostowski tries to shoot in there. Not giving it. Now he gets the 2. He ain't messing around.
Yeah, he's looking for a cradle right now. And so we're almost at 1 minute right now.
Let's see what the will is on the bottom here.
Nelson definitely the aggressor. He is almost looked like a stall. Kostowski's got to get moving right now. He's got 38 seconds left. And Nelson has proven that he can ride out the wrestler.
He's got
nice
a long
chin
ways to
drop.
go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Back points coming.
He's in pretty tight here. $12 to go.
He's got the 3 back points. There's 7 seconds. Nelson's going to win this. And I think we'll just find out. It'll be a 9-2 victory.
Yeah, gutsy performance there by Nelson. You know, the impressive thing with Andover, too, Jim, is I'm noticing they only have 2 seniors on this roster, so they got a lot of kids that'll be coming back. They're very competitive right now with a lot coming back and are only going to get better. You know, this is a sport. The older you get, the better you get, the more you're in that practice room, and Andover has continued to get better.
We're going to have a chance to see George Johnson, I believe, against Joe. Okay, so we've got Brock Snow jumps up to 170 and against George Johnson. We had Snow scheduled to be at the 152 match, and now they're so George Johnson had a pin that first against Champlin Park. Now he's up against Brock Snow. Oh, big throw, and Johnson's on his back.
Yeah, Johnson wasn't expecting that right there from Snow. Good scramble, though, to get himself out of it. He'll think about that one before he does that again. Snow's working on the head right now. You know, I think Johnson realizes that he's in for a match here.
Yeah, he's really see that these Zimmerman wrestlers are in good shape.
They are.
Yeah.
No, there's no question. I think they're very well coached. You know, you hear a lot of the coaches over there talking and letting them know what they want done. I think the more kids can hear that out there, it's a good thing.
Yep. Brock Snow, he is a junior, and Johnson's able to get out of it. So 5-1 right now. Snow over Johnson. Last time these two were up, Johnson went for a throw, and Snow just pulled him out of it and put him on his back.
You know, you see with a lot of these Andover wrestlers, they're tall kids.
Yeah, they're lanky.
You know, they're not the short, stocky kid. They're They're lanky kids with muscle, which is a great combination.
Oh, good single. Went from a...
There you go.
Boy, that is a textbook move on a single leg.
It sure is.
Very impressive. Snow.
Right before the buzzer, too.
He took his time, lifted it up, did the trip.
Yeah, he's a pretty impressive wrestler.
So 7-1 right now. Now Johnson's. They're going to let Snow's going to let him up. There's a caution again by Zimmerman. So Zimmerman, that's her third caution tonight on just getting in too soon. And
we thought he was going to cut him there, but he held on.
So Snow lets Nelson go.
No, I think he was going to see what he could get when he had him down there, but when he found out that it wasn't going to happen, he kind of cut him loose. That's a nice move right there, duck under. But nice counter.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what. Boy, I tell you what, you could have called a takedown on either one, and neither happened. But Snow really physically, anytime that Johnson goes up to touch the head, he's slapping it away, and we'll see if Snow has another move that he's thrown. We've seen good singles. We've seen a throw.
This is the part of the lineup where Zimmerman's tough, and I was talking about it earlier. It comes from the room. They've got three kids, probably their best three wrestlers. Three of their top four are all around the same weight, so they can throw each other around all day long, and it can only help.
Yeah, and I think you saw it right there that Snow is a strong kid. He was stuck in looking like he was going to get thrown, and Johnson probably has done that to other wrestlers, but he's not going to do it to Snow.
Yeah. And we're going to get Zimmerman's top wrestler coming up here next. So.
Yep.
He's looking for that turn right now with a 9-2 lead.
Oh, Nelson, strong kid, was able to get a 2-point reversal. It's still 9-4 right now.
Yeah, he's got it in reach right now. Going into the third period here, which we're going to see in about 5 seconds.
So we go to the third period. Brock Snow up 9-4.
Looks like Andover will be in the down position. I think he's going to cut him loose.
Yep.
Oh,
you are right.
Yeah, he feels pretty confident, Snow, in that up position here.
Yep. We've seen a lot of hand grabbing, and as you said, that's something that happens within the room, something that's coached.
In a 9-4 match too, to start in that up position, both of them, you're pretty confident in your ability.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'd keep him down there and ride him a little bit. And try to shorten the match, but he feels pretty confident right now, Snow from Zimmerman.
Well, if that's the way that you feel you can score, that's what you want to do.
Right.
And rather than just giving you the escape or a possible reversal where you get put in a precarious position, it's better to just start up.
I'll tell you what, though, Johnson's dangerous. I wouldn't count him out here, even though we only have a little over a minute to go. He's a strong enough kid where if he gets the right throw, he could put him in a tough position. Just over a minute to go here, a minute to go.
That's part of that lanky part. A little too far out on that double.
Yeah, they're going to warn him.
Yeah, we got a caution on Snow right now. And we got 30 seconds left. We'll see if Got a single, and Snow just is able to push his way down. And
yeah, 17 to go here. Johnson's going to have to really go.
Johnson trying, and he grabbed the headgear there. And that'll be it. Brock Snow was able to hold on to a 9-4 victory and 3 more points to Zimmerman. That makes it 45-7.
You know, when Zimmerman's been able to put a man out on the mat, they do pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, or they're in the match, and they won a couple of matches. And here's Gargis, who's been to the state tournament 3 years in a row.
Yep.
And he's a senior, so he's a good one. We'll see what Israelson can do against him.
Israelson, a junior, strong kid, good linebacker from Andover. Israelson, this will be a good battle tonight between these two.
Yeah, and there are a couple of kids who.
Oh, good double! Wow,
muscle all over them.
Gardas came through and, in a quick hurry, was able to do a double and good speed.
I was looking at the guillotine, and I think Gardas is rated 9th in their class. I'm sure he's wrestled some pretty good competition. Like I said earlier, he's been to 3 state tournaments, one as a 9th grader.
Impressive.
And it looks like he's wrestling up tonight.
So he is. Look at the cradle run.
Yeah, he's looking for it there.
Yep.
I think he's got it too. We'll see. 35 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think it's amazing that they're able to listen to the coach and understand what they've got time, and you can hear good coaching going on. Tries a chin drop, doesn't work. Going to try to keep it from scoring, and it looks like he's going to round out the period with a takedown lead on Israelson.
Yeah, good first period right here for both wrestlers. Israelson showing that he's up for the task. Against a multi-state tournament entry. I think he's going to back down at all.
Yeah. Well, that's the great part about wrestling. Is it'll show if you back down.
Yes.
There's nobody else out there to help you out. Boy, good sit out and quick movement by Gardas.
I was watching the Brand brothers and their special they have, and I said they never back down. That's for sure. You better be ready to go when you went out against those guys.
Yeah, that the Iowa coaching staff and wrestlers are incredible. Really nice single A.
Yeah, they get a little fired up.
Yeah, well, successful.
That's for sure.
Many tournaments and medals and championships won by that. By those two
very,
brothers.
Very good.
Well, another takedown by Gardas, and now up 4 or 5-0, and in control, looking to counter whatever escape Israelson does.
That's it. Israelson has to keep that head off the mat, which isn't an easy thing to do.
Not when you've got a wrestler like him on you, sitting on your shoulders.
Tried to sit out there, but Gardas had nothing to do with that. Nope. 35 seconds remaining here in the second.
Looks like we have a caution. And we'll restart. 5-0 as Gardas is in control. Now the score is somewhat close right now, but really he's been in control this entire match.
Yeah, he really has. A lot of riding time so far. Really works those hands on the Andover wrestler. But I'll tell you what, he's not letting him turn him. He's not getting himself in any. Israelson's doing a nice job on the bottom. Keeps himself moving down there.
Israelson was named All-District. It was honorable mention as a linebacker for the Huskies. Successful season this year.
Yeah, most of those wrestlers make good linebackers.
Yeah.
Maybe not the 106-pounders, but
yeah.
The 180-pounders, they'll put a hurt on you.
Boy, good move by Artis just to get a 3-point, and it wasn't going to be a pin, but it was strategic enough to get those 3 points. As soon as he knew he had him, he let him back up. It's like a chess match out there for him.
Yeah, he's looking for anything he can do, and Israelson's combating it. Not getting himself in position to get out, though. It's more defensive position that he's in right now, and he needs to get out. But you can tell that this kid's an experienced wrestler from Zimmerman, that's for sure.
We've seen really good wrestling.
You know, the matches we've seen have been good, Jim.
Yeah, they really have.
You know,
yep.
The score 45-7, but it sure hasn't been indicative of what we've seen. You know, we don't know with Zimmerman whether they're sick kids or those are just positions that they don't have kids. Just over a half a minute to go here, and in the match, 7-0.
1 point will go to, it'll be a stall on Israelson.
Yeah, I think they call that on.
What did they call it, on snow? Or on Gardas?
Yeah, 7-1 right
7-1,
now.
you're right.
Yeah.
Israelson looking like hasn't given up, but boy, I tell you what a great job by Gardas.
Yeah, when he saw he was getting out, he was setting up to take him right back down.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's impressive. You can see why he's been there. Looks up at the clock to see how much time he's got left, and he'll ride him out with the buzzer and a 7-1 victory for Joe Gardas.
Yeah, that's a nice-looking wrestler right there. And
yes.
Hats off to Israelson. You know, he's a little dejected right now. Did a nice job, but he ran into a buzzsaw there, that's for sure.
7-1, that brings the score to 45-10. And we'll get a chance to see the 9th grader again, Tremaine Davis, and Brooks Howard. Brooks Howard, the 11th grader.
Well, I enjoyed watching this kid wrestle earlier tonight against Champlin. See what he does here against the junior. Brock Howard from Zimmerman.
There you go. Nice way to get that back heel, and right to the back goes Tremaine Davis.
He's got to keep that in. Oh, Davis going to turn him. Boy, nice job there by Davis.
Fun to watch. He is fun to watch, and to be able to get out of that.
That was a scramble right there. You thought Davis was in trouble, and all of a sudden he just turned the page.
And no escape yet. It's still Davis is in control still, and they're off the mat. Zimmerman will be down. So Howard just about with an escape, just could not get that leg free.
I'll tell you what, Davis is he's chill,
Yeah.
you know. All right.
Yeah,
All
nothing
right,
really
you
bothers
almost
him.
had me,
Yeah.
but here we go. Just look at his face. It's like, let's wrestle. Here we go.
And
oh, Davis.
Chance to get some back points. And
what do we get here? You know, Davis is looking for an escape and then a takedown, but they're not giving anything here. That was close. Looked like Howard might have got away and Davis might have picked up the 2. So I get where he's coming from there, and they didn't give anything. So Howard goes up 3-2.
well, Davis tried to throw and was throwing and then threw him back on the first takedown by Howard. Well, I tell you what, textbook. Boy, Howard just overpowered him on that one, but still no takedown. Both still up.
You can see that Davis has had some good coaching.
Yeah.
You know, he's only in 9th grade, but I'm not sure when he was up in the high school program. Some of those kids are up there in 7th grade, so they've been doing it for 3 years already.
Well, nice job by both wrestlers. 3-2 right now. Howard over Davis. Zimmerman up. And Davis will start in the bottom position.
Yeah, another good match with Davis here. It's going to be fun watching him over the years as he comes up.
Return to mat by Howard.
I would guess he would be a football player too. If not, he better be.
Well, this is where instead of the wrestling coach recruiting the football players, the football coach recruits the wrestler. Yeah, I don't know if he's playing football or not.
Well, he's only in 9th grade.
Yep.
So.
But we certainly are enjoying watching him on the wrestling mat.
Yeah, he's very entertaining.
Look at that.
See where he's going to go here.
Still no.
Got him in trouble here.
Yep.
He didn't want to go over though. He got out of it. He finds ways to get out of it when he's in trouble.
There he is. It looks like that could be a reversal
There
and
we go
back
again.
points. Just to overpower, we've got Ben a pin.
Oh my. Nice
Howard is
job.
pinned by Davis.
You know, we saw that twice, Jim, during, where Howard had Davis in trouble, and all of a sudden Davis turned it around and got the pin. Here's a quick look at it right here.
Yeah.
As Davis puts Howard to his back, and the referee said, how about right now?
Yeah.
Boom. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. Pardino and Beberg.
Two solid wrestlers, both. Beberg ranked 5th in Class 3A.
And I know you were talking to Zimmerman's coach, saying that Pardino is a pretty good wrestler.
He is a good wrestler. Yep, he was. This really is one of those matches that is kind of the marquee match of the night.
A little hand battling going on right now, trying to feel each other out.
Beberg came in first place at the Andover Invite against beat a tough Shakopee wrestler to take the championship. 2-point takedown by Beberg.
Beberg's just gotten better and better as the years have gone on, and this is his year where he really needs to make that mark when he gets to the state tournament. Like we're guessing that he will, so he'll just keep working harder and harder, and he seems to be that kind of kid.
Missing from the lineup tonight for the Huskies is Josh Serginor, who's been part of the rest of the Huskies for the last 4 or 5 years. And one of the captains, he was injured during the football season, has not been able to to wrestle. Doesn't sound like he well this year, which is tough for the senior.
Yeah, that's always tough.
A lot of energy, fun guy to watch on the mat. Never gives up.
Looking to sit out. Right on the edge of the mat with just about 5 seconds remaining. So we should be able to get to the end of the first period with Beberg up 2-0. Looks like Zimmerman's going to go down. Actually going to go from the up position.
Yep. I've seen that a couple times from Zimmerman where they're choosing to go on their feet.
Beberg circling around trying to get onto that back leg, which he does, and comes down with the takedown.
Yep.
Nice job there by Beberg.
That almost looks exactly like the first one, where he's just able to get off balance, get the wrestler off balance. You can see Pardo's a strong kid. Boy, I tell you, he's everything that Beberg's trying to do, he's just not able to.
Tell you what, though, Jim, it's sucking a lot of life out of him. He's been down on that bottom, and that's not an easy place to be for pretty much 2 minutes in the first period. And if he doesn't get something going here, it's going to be another minute in this period, minute and a half. That's a hard ride on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Caution given to Pardino for stalling.
He's working that arm. You can see it with our camera here. But like you said, he's a tough
Look
kid.
at that. That great technique with that, able to get some back points. Goes into the half Nelson from that arm. Pardino with 35 seconds left is pinned.
You know, if you can do that with a kid like Pardino, he's got to set up guys all the time with that.
What a impressive match by Beberg. Beberg pinned in the second period, 30 seconds left. That was an impressive move down.
At 285 pounds, Andover is open.
And that's... Well, that is it for. So Heath Lester will take the forfeit. Andover takes the second of the 3 duels, and the second win that they get, they'll go to 3-2 with a 57-16 win over the Zimmerman Thunder. Pete, good night for the Huskies.
It really has been. They've been pretty impressive. Going to be exciting to watch them from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back for the third try. Zimmerman versus Champlin Park coming up shortly.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Bees. For more than 5,000 years, mankind has been keeping bees and harvesting their honey. But now the bees are in danger. Cultivated by human beings for thousands of years, the bee does far more than just make honey. Its role as a hard-working pollinator gives the honeybee the biggest role in the world's agriculture. They don't pollinate on purpose. They fly from flower to flower, getting food for themselves, collecting nectar, and in the process, they pollinate the flowers and help produce the fruits and vegetables that we know today. Bees help pollinate many things: apples, blueberries, cherries, pears, broccoli seeds, and the list goes on and on. Without these foods, we'd have a very bland food selection. Without bees, our modern world wouldn't have the food it depends on. And without bees, imagine trying to shop in a food desert.
We really need to be very concerned about this because it will have an effect on all of our lives if we don't do something about it.
There are 8 species of bumblebee in Minnesota. 4 of them are on the endangered species list, so they're at risk of extinction if we don't take action. If we don't stop using chemicals and we don't provide the habitat that those bumblebees need.
They're obviously pollinating the plants and helping the plants to produce seed or fruit, and that is basically providing a food for the rest of the food chain. So they're providing food for birds and so on, the top-level predators. So without pollination, without plants producing seed, then there isn't any food for wildlife either.
That's why researchers at the University of Minnesota Bee Lab in St. Paul, Minnesota, are exploring ways to protect bees from factors like varroa mites and a phenomenon called colony collapse disorder, in which bees disappear and hives die off.
But as Winnie the Pooh says, you never can tell with bees.
Yeah.
Gary Reuter shows us the thriving bees kept at the Bee Lab. But Gary himself has dealt with his own hives dying off.
So 2 or 3 years ago, every one of my colonies died. Okay, and so you look back at that and you try and figure out what did I do wrong? What did this do wrong? To try to figure it out. Probably our biggest issue right now still is the varroa mite. Okay, and trying to control that is our biggest problem. The varroa mites feed off of the bees. Okay, so while the bees pupating and trying to develop, there's a little mite in there sucking blood out of it. Well, what that does is it generally doesn't kill it outright. Okay, what it does is it weakens it, shortens its lifespan by 10 to 15%. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, right? But in a bee's life, it is. Okay, so what happens is bees that are born in, let's say, October, their job, if you will, is to get through until spring. Okay, so they have to live through November and December and January, February, and right around February, March is when the queen will start laying eggs again, and now new bees will start coming. So if that bee is going to make it to March, but now it lost 10% of its life cycle, and it dies the 1st of March, now the colony is going to die because there's not any bees left to tend to the new bees so that the colony can continue to grow. So it's a tough position to get bees through winter here now.
This is actually a bee right here that has a disease. See how its wings are all screwed up? So normal bee would have regular wings. That one has the funny wings.
Other pollinators are in trouble. Monarchs, for instance, are one of the many other pollinators that have recently struggled. Local efforts have been increasing at the annual Minneapolis Monarch Festival by Lake Nokomis.
Today we're celebrating the 7th annual Minneapolis Monarch Festival, and it's all about monarch butterflies, and they're celebrating their migration from Minnesota to Mexico, and about getting people to take action to improve the lives for monarch butterflies by changing what they grow in their yard, adding milkweed, stop using pesticide, volunteering their time to be a citizen scientist. We actually probably get 2 kinds of audiences. One, people who love monarch butterflies already, and they help raise monarchs and they grow the habitat. And then the other group is new to monarchs, and they didn't even know that they could help monarchs by planting milkweed. And there's a lot of those aha moments where learning that, monarchs smell through their feet, or if they would stop pulling the milkweed out, which they think is a weed, they could have monarchs in their yard. So you get both, but everybody's totally fascinated by this insect, and well, you can tell by the crowd, they love them.
You know, I think our native insect populations, not just the monarchs, but a lot of our native bees, they're under a lot of pressure. I think that's got to do with habitat loss. That's got to do probably with chemical use. And so we want to give them the very best plants that we can give them. And I think that those are the native plants, because those are plants that our native insects have co-evolved with. And I think that, and I don't think it's just about the monarch, but I like to think of the monarch as kind of like the canary in the coal mine. I mean, the fact that it's so iconic and it does this like almost magical migration, and it's such a beautiful insect that it's captured people's imaginations. They want to help. And the minute they kind of start getting pulled into that story, then they learn about the other pollinators being threatened. They learn about they start to understand the problem with wide spectrum insecticide use and just broad scale eradication of anything that we consider weedy. Yeah, I think that people are really changing.
Ready? Here he goes. There goes George.
Some of those changing concepts have taken effect, like at Andover's annual garden tour. The city of Andover itself has become one of the first pollinator-friendly cities in Minnesota.
Well, I'm really excited that Andover really got behind this, because a lot of the communities, it's just something that's starting up, and we're one of the first areas to be involved in it. And again, I would say to be tolerant of not having everything look manicured, because a manicured yard really is a sterile yard. You need to leave some wood down. You need that fallen wood. You need to be tolerant of some natural-looking environments.
I think it's important to me that there's so much more enjoyment to gardening, and we've got so much. We've cleaned and scoured so clean our grass and our areas. We've I think destroyed and ruined the habitat, and I think as people we are part of nature. We're part of this whole plan, and I think there's a lot of fun and enjoyment in having habitat, and it's really rewarding, and it's just showing people how to do it and how easy it is to do and to maintain.
The League of Women Voters has been studying pollinators for quite some time and studying the effect of pesticides. And one of the things I've learned from it is that a lot of people don't understand the impact of overuse of pesticides. And I think just getting that message out has been really, really great. And we're getting a lot of serious feedback about people who are actually making changes because of it.
In the nearby city of Champlin, Jerry and Darby Nelson has taken the action of transforming their once open yard and putting in rain gardens to help filter the water, as well as planting many native plants to help attract pollinators.
What we redesigned here was to dig out the soil around that drain so that it would soak in instead of just floating away and gushing down the storm drain. So what that does is it reduces problems downstream. Could be erosion that has to be reinforced with hard materials, like putting in riprap, big heavy boulders, and it's very expensive. It washes out bridges. It's a big problem in urban areas.
The water there's some water that goes in the street, but most of it is captured in the rain garden by the driveway, the rain garden by the front door. Over here we have a berm and a rain garden over here, so it's really fun to see. And we've had a lot of big rains, and it fills up, and very soon it goes right down into the ground. So that's been a major thing. And then it was the pollinator problem as well, that so many of them our native pollinators are really in trouble. The best way to deal with that is to give them native plants that they're used to. Some of our lovely other plants have been genetically modified so that they're more beautiful, but the pollinators can't get in them to pollinate them, and so they don't get that food, and that's a real problem. So we have seen an incredible variety of pollinators on these flowers over the summer. It's been really fun. Some great big black ones that are just love this place.
With residents and cities forming task forces, they have already seen positive effects. But the bees and other pollinators still need our help. Everyone's future flies on the wings of pollinators.
The overall message, I think, is it's all part of the food chain. It's all part of that web. And if one part is affected, other parts are going to also be affected. So that's why I love the honeybees, and I have a little business with the honey in that. But I really enjoy now getting involved with these people who are interested in pollinators. And in many cases, they're as interesting or more interesting than the honeybees are.
The greater the diversity you have, the more stable the garden is. So with more species, then you get this competitive collaboration, really, between the different species that use different resources within the soil column.
The thing that we can all do is to plant native plants in our yards so that the pollinators don't have to go forever to find the next place to eat, and also to be very judicious in the use of any pesticides. I think the best thing we can do is to have good food for them in our yards.
So it's about educating yourself, finding out what the problem is before taking that next step in using pesticides in the garden.
We can do this too. We can create more habitat in our green space. We can put more beautiful swaths of native flowers along our roadways that we can get nature back and create a corridor. That's a big deal to me, a corridor. So if I have my yard here, my neighbor's yard, my next door neighbor beyond is doing it, the next one beyond. Now we have a corridor. Now we have a place for pollinators. We have a place for our native bugs, and you also have a place for the birds. I mean, you have to provide a place to live, eat, and to be for them to come back in your yard.
Right now, I think the biggest thing that non-beekeepers can do is to, number one, plant flowers that bees can use. And then if you have planted them or you already have some that are planted, then protect those from, like, don't mow them when they're in bloom. Don't spray them with a pesticide when they're in bloom. That would harm the bees or the pollinators. Those probably are the biggest things right now for the general public to be able to do.
You know, a lot of people go about their day, they're looking at their smartphone, but they're not looking at the landscape around them. So just slow down, take a look, and you'll be amazed at what you find in your garden.
Welcome back to Champlin Park High School. Jim Childs along with Hall of Fame coach Pete Hayes. We're back for the third of three wrestling matches in this triangular meet between the Andover Huskies, who won 2 already, and with the final one will be between Zimmerman, the Thunder, and the Champlin Park Rebels. As we get ready to start off, Pete, good couple of matches right off the bat. What are you seeing? What did you see from Zimmerman that can help them as they take on the Rebels?
Well, you know, Zimmerman in the early matches, they had quite a few forfeits. You know, there's some sick people, or they just didn't think they had a good matchup. Yeah. You know, you just don't want to throw a kid out there, and that put them kind of behind the 8 ball. But
tell you what, in the middle of that lineup for Zimmerman, they're really, really strong. So that's the strength of their program right now. Champlin Park with a lot of kids out because of illness. So it's all going to kind of depend on who matches up with who here. But hopefully we're in for a good match here in the final one of the night.
Yeah. The first, if you missed it, the first match of the night was Andover 74-66. I'm sorry, 74-6 over the Rebels. And we have a forfeit at 106 for Zimmerman. They haven't announced the names. So
looks like we're going to have a match here at our next one.
Yep. So thinking it's Zach Mayo against Bo Dippery. He was pinned. Both were pinned in that first match. Hopefully we'll get a chance. We don't have an announcer, so if we miss something, we apologize. But I believe these are the two wrestlers, Zach Mayo against Bo Dippery.
Quick early start there by Zimmerman. Shooting in on the legs and right away putting him over on his back.
Zimmerman's in the blue singlets. Gray singlets are the Rebels. And whistle blows, and it's 3-point near fall for Dippery as they're out to a 5-0 lead, 22 seconds into the match.
Yeah, Dippery ran into a tough one in the board kid last time, so he's trying to bounce back here in this next match and off to a good start with a 5-1 lead.
Zach Mayo with a quick escape, good explosion out of from that down position.
Two lankier 12-pounders.
Both working those wrists and those hands. Good shot and good double by Dippery, and he's able to do basically the same takedown he did the first one. Looks for a half Nelson, and Mayo's able to work his way out.
Yeah, I think Mayo's defending that one pretty well, getting back up to his feet. Probably going to have to take that off and give up the escape.
And he does 7-2 right now with just about 30 seconds left. Another double. And
he's racking up some points here.
And he's got it pretty deep. This is Dippery trying to get the pin. He's got 19 seconds left. Mayo's able to.
Good job by Mayo fighting it off. Don't know if he's going to have enough time to do it here or not. I know
all that weight.
Yeah, I know one thing. My neck's hurting just watching that.
Oh, wow. Zach Mayo battles through to. It's 12-2 after the first period. Bo Dippery.
You know, I just hand it to kids so that he's stuck, you know, and he just fought and fought and fought and got out of that. So good for him.
No quit. No quit.
No, you don't want to go back into that position right away here.
Tries for another double. He just gets it. Switches over to a single leg. And Mayo is defending it well. Oh. And Mayo tried to throw him. And 2-point takedown.
He's just wrenching on it right now. I don't know how you get out of that one. But he's fighting.
Yep. Wow, nice job by Mayo to be able to get through that. And that's a major.
That is a major.
That's decision, and they stop the match after it hits 15, plus 15, and Bo Dippery with a quick work of Zach Mayo. I'll tell you what, lot of heart given by Zach Mayo on that one.
I'll tell you what, Jim, if you're at a close match and he saves you a point, you know, those are the ones the coach goes, nice job. That could be a huge point in a close match, so nice job.
So we go to 120, we believe.
And we did see, we saw this wrestler last time for Zimmerman.
I don't know who
He wrestled the board kid from Andover. That's the tough part about not having an announcer and having kids moving all over the place.
Our lineup does not have, when I talked to the coaches early, the lineups could change with this, so we're going to go with the Champlin Park in gray and the blue of Zimmerman.
Yep. That's all we can do. Both kids working from the up position here. A lot more head-to-head than working on the hands.
Nice single leg if he picks it up and puts him down. Nice job by the Zimmerman wrestler. A little high, but he's able to keep that leg in. 2-0 Zimmerman. Their team points are 11-0 as the Rebels are down.
He's got to try to not let him get a hold of that leg, which he just did. Now he fought out of it from the bottom position. Looking to try to turn the Champlin wrestler. Right on the edge of the mat here.
And that's the end of the first period. Zimmerman up on the match 2-0.
$11-0 in favor of Zimmerman in the team portion here. Getting one forfeit and a major. Champlin starting in the up position here. See if he can get some riding time back.
Yeah, initially a good sit out and push back by Zimmerman, but just could not get away from the Champlin Park wrestler. And he's done a good job of making that three-legged table not easy to move.
Yeah, doing a nice job in that riding position.
He's got that other shoulder, and Zimmerman wrestler is able to get through.
I'm impressed with the ride right now, controlling those hands, controlling one of the two legs.
And there is a clasp on the Champlin Park wrestler, so that'll give another point to Zimmerman. So the match now is 3-0 Zimmerman.
We'll see if that point turns out to be big as the match goes on. Looking for the reversal and getting it is Zimmerman. Now goes up 5-0.
There's a nice switch, and he's trying to get at Half Nelson. Good counter by the Champlin Park wrestler.
He's in a dangerous position right now. Got out of it a little bit there.
You hear the coaches screaming that he's high, and they're talking about the Zimmerman wrestler is too high, and that's why. Right there, good reversal. Makes it a 5-2 match.
You know, he's been in that position a few times here, Jim, in this match so far. That's the first time that it cost him.
We're just under 15 seconds.
important for the Champlin wrestler to stay on top here and hold him down, not giving up another point, only being down 3 going into the third. Look, he's looking for a tilt.
Yep.
Good match.
Yeah, good match, absolutely, right now. So going to the third period, 5-2, you can see right here. Good reversal by the Champlin Park, the Rebels wrestler, and they'll both start on their feet. Something we've seen from Zimmerman quite a bit tonight is they like to work on their feet.
And I think it's a good move, Jim, not to give him, a escape and then a takedown. So start up top, both of you.
Well, if you, like I said, that's we've mentioned this a couple times. That's how you have a chance to score quickly.
The one takedown we have seen in this match was by Zimmerman. This could be a big win for Champlin if they can come back here and get this one. Down 11-0.
Kind of snap and go after those legs down below. The Rebels wrestler is not able to get it, and good single and put down to the mat by Zimmerman. And that'll be a takedown. Goes up 7-2. 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he's been pretty strong in that up position.
Yep.
Couple nice takedowns so far. Gotta hand it to the Champlin kid, though. He's out there battling, down only 7-2 with just under 30 seconds remaining.
And return to mats again. And firmly in control right now is Zimmerman with 12 seconds left. This is when whatever you have left in the gas tank, you go, and they got 2 points on a near fall.
Yeah, he wasn't just riding that one out. He wanted a pin there, so good match.
Yes, very good match. It's, now Champlin down 14-0. 9-2 was the final points. The score that's on, you can see right here, right towards the end, Zimmerman wrestler was able to get, just a couple of tilts from that. Slightly, 9-2, didn't affect the score. If he would have got the 3-point, then it would have been an 8-point victory, and that would have been different. So Taylor Miles will take the forfeit for Champlin Park at 1:26.
Good for her. And we go to 14-6.
Brother Jackson and DJ Miles, former wrestler, will go to 1:26, and that will be a forfeit. I believe that is Kellen Martin. That's at 1:32. And then at 1:38, let's see if we imagine we'll see John Weisner.
Tell you what, Weisner was good.
Yep.
Against Andover.
Yep.
Tough kid. Score is now 20-6. Forfeit going each way.
So Weisner had a tough match against Bolton.
Yeah, this is where Zimmerman gets tough. Weisner, Snow, Gardis. They're going for a ride.
Bringing him right back to the center of the mat. Make sure he can work, and really nothing the Champlin Park wrestler could do. You're kind of at the mercy at that point of what happens.
Yeah, you always kind of worry about the rider on that one.
Yeah. And there's some points right there. There's a pin. Quick pin for 59 seconds in for John Weisner. The senior gets the pin and the win. Brings the score to 26-6, and we'll have Sam Miller. We believe it's Sam Miller coming up next against
this Ole Borg, maybe.
AJ.
No, not Ole Borg. I'm sorry, AJ.
Nabasny.
Yep, AJ Nabasny.
Against
Sam Miller.
Sam Miller at 138. Or 145, sorry.
It's hard to keep up with them here as many forfeits as we've had tonight.
That is some impressive hand fighting right now. Both wrestlers trying to establish a little dominance.
After watching both of them wrestle the first time tonight, it's going to be a pretty even match.
Yeah.
I think this could be a good match right here. Both of them getting beat by the Andover wrestler. Yeah, they are doing some hand fighting, aren't they?
We saw the hand go up for a possible caution. Referee put it down after some movement. Oh, nice move. But it didn't amount to anything. It was...
that was a scramble.
Yeah,
that was a scramble.
Nabasny had him dead to rights, does get the takedown of Miller.
They can try to get that half Nelson in there. Miller sprawling out here a little bit. Try to avoid that. Just under 5 seconds here to go.
Nabasny. Good effort by Nabasny there. You can see right here. Look at that. Just about a perfect throw, and Miller just went with it.
Yeah, nice job by both wrestlers. Good opportunity there. Nabasny will start on the bottom and leading the score 2-0.
You may hear a couple of whistles tonight. We do have a JV match going on the mat next to us. So a total of 6 matches tonight. Miller hanging on. And still not an escape yet. Nice job by Miller to be able to get back
to lock
in
that
control.
one up.
Yep. This could go either way right now.
It sure could. We've seen that in this match.
Yeah, there it is right there. 2 reversal and back points. And Miller is in trouble. There it is right there. Big pin for AJ Nabasny.
Boy, just when you're thinking you're in good shape, Sam Miller, it turns on you.
And he just breaks that hold. And you see right there, Miller is in trouble right from. So pin.
And we go to 26-12 for our score.
Yep. And we'll have, believe this will be an open at, 160 is,
is this Gazarek?
Heinek, no, I didn't. It might be. So again, we'll have a chance to kind of look at it. I think this is Brock Snow. think Brock Snow had. We're going to go with the Rebels versus the Thunder here, and the Thunder are raining down on the Rebels. Takedown. And the Rebel wrestler is able to get through.
Wondering if this isn't Diego Canal, 160-pounder for Champlin Park. And Max, just heard Max from the crowd.
Okay, so Max Gassinix.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
Glad we're getting our cues from the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go with that.
Yep. All right. So, Max Gastanik. I think I've said his name like 3 or 4 different times tonight, so hopefully I've got one of them right out of him. Good wrestler.
Well, I went with Max last time. That's all the further I got. There you go. Got him has him on his back. Getting some points, leading 7-1.
13 seconds left. And Diego Connell is pinned with 3.8 seconds left. Max from Zimmerman with the pin. See right there, just turns into it, and that's where Zinich lays him down. And as soon as he can pull up that head, there's not much that Connell can do.
No, he was in trouble right there. Nice job.
And so at 170, we've got Mitch Knight, who had a real tough match against the Huskies. The Rebel had touch mats against the Huskies, had a lead going into the third period and just got caught and stuck in late in the third period. He's going against Joe Gardis.
Yeah, Gardis is just taking him down, leaving him up.
Yep.
2 times in a row here.
Gardis, we had mentioned, oh, nice. That's pretty intense. So that's been 3 takedowns in 40 seconds.
Yeah, Gardis is pretty much in control here. It's just kind of a little workout for him.
That's his 4th takedown against Mitch Knight. It's not done yet.
No, it's not. Mitch said, all right, I'm going to grab onto your leg here. And
he's looking at the time to find out if he can get one more takedown. It's 10-5 right now. 5 escapes for Knight. 5 takedowns, and that's number 6. With 35 seconds left, lets him go, cuts him loose again, and now we've got 12-6. And that is takedown number 8. Escape number 8.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a whole lot of fighting in Mitch in this match here.
Nope. So he's going to ride him out with less than 5 seconds. It's 18-8. Gardis with the large advantage. 9 takedowns in that first period.
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I've seen people let him up and let him down, but when you're every 15 seconds getting a takedown, that's pretty impressive. Did that math all in my head, just so you know.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
So lets him go, and there's another takedown. Now 20-9. And I don't know what that was, but it's now 22-9.
He's going to hold him a little bit here.
So Mitch Knight still battling with Joe Gardis. And he thrown to his back there is.
I think he said enough with this. I'm going to pin him now.
And that will be the pin. So the three-time state tournament entrant wins decisively with a pin 52 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, he looked pretty impressive right there. He's got a little bit of a workout. Don't know if he had a sweat. Tough one for Mitch Knight there. And after battling his first match, too, Mitch Knight put up a good fight.
Yep. So Brooks Howard will take the W as the open weight at 182. Now we'll have Victor Ortiz. Well, I don't think that's Victor Ortiz. That was not.
I think this is Roderick Bright.
Yep.
Who was a 10th grader.
And he'll take the win. And we'll go to 220. And it looks like we'll have another forfeit here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm seeing a heavyweight over there for both teams.
So yeah, we'll go. I believe it's Heath Lester will go against Isaiah Wright in the final match of the tonight.
Wright's a 10th grader. And Lester's a senior.
So team score 50-18. Lester in the blue, Wright in the light gray.
Lester got a forfeit against Andover.
They both did. Yep.
Yep. He was stepping on his foot there. And Wright's foot. And they're big feet.
Tough to miss.
Yeah.
Tough to miss.
There he's tried to step on it again.
Lester is definitely a little bit smaller in stature, height-wise.
Yeah, they're both good-sized young men.
Yep. So we're under a minute now, no score.
50-18 favors Zimmerman overall tonight. Champlin with a lot of sick kids and a lot of open positions. Makes it a little bit tough. It's tough enough the way it is, but it's kind of the way of the world right now.
Well, I think, all things considered, it's still good to be out. Nothing will compare to what we had to deal with last year.
No, not at all.
And be thankful for what we've got.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jim.
Well, we're just about 10 seconds remaining, and we've got a caution on a possible stall. I believe that would be on Wright. And we're going to end this first period with no score.
We'll see how they do here in the down position. Looks like Wright has the call.
So Wright is going to take the riding position. Wright grabs that back ankle and able to drive him down. There's that arm bar.
He's grinding on that head, too.
Yep. I'm going to tell you straight up, I've been in that position. It is not much fun.
No. Anywhere on the bottom is not that
No, it's really not. And so there's a caution given to Wright. He's got to start moving, or else I think that's a true caution, so that will be.
Yeah, Lester's going after.
Yeah.
He didn't sit back. Good job by Wright.
Right, yeah, good sit out. And Lester, nice job of getting back into position.
Yeah, he's got to get up to his feet. But isn't that easy to do when you have
there it is,
200 and some pounds on top of you?
Yep.
Stocking him.
Yep, just under a minute.
There he's stepping on that foot
you're
again.
Right, you're right. Some encouragement from the Champlin Park coaching staff.
Yeah, Wright's got to get a little bit more aggressive here, or he's going to get a stall against him.
Still tied. Well, it's actually 1-1 right now. There was a caution point given to Lester, and another point on stall. So right now, Lester's up 2-1. Both points have been on stalls.
Yeah, he's got to start moving a little bit. Staggered a little bit there. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Getting worn out a little bit, probably. See what he can do from the top position here.
Trying to return to Matt, and there he is. He's able to. Good move by Wright.
Wright is a big young man.
Yes, he is. Yep.
You know what? He's giving it his all right now.
He certainly is.
Trying to get a turn on him here. Down 2-1. The minute and a half to go. That's the most fired up I've seen that Champlin bench all night long.
Yep.
He's got the half in.
He's got that half.
I don't know how well, though, and he's on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, Lester smartly.
Oh, there you go. Tell you what, he's got a warning.
Yep.
Crawling
yeah,
off.
that would tie it up right now.
Why not? Why don't we go to extras here? Huh?
Yes, I'm with you.
So we got 1:08 left, and Zimmerman 2-1. Lester over Wright.
Another caution for false starts on Lester. Tries to get out, and tell you what, Wright has done a nice job of using this mass to just collect him. And boy, he's a strong young man.
Yes, he is. Tell you what, if he gets him turned, he's not going to get out.
We got a clock issue where the clock isn't moving. I wonder if anybody's going to notice that. Well, now it is.
It's going to be a little longer match, I think, here.
It is.
He forgot. He's smiling over there.
Yep.
Lester's looking up at it going, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. I've been down by the bottom of this guy for more than that.
Yes. So 1 point was given, and now it's tied up 2-2. And Lester's got a chance for an escape. And he's put back down, but then it's a 2-point reversal for Heath Lester. 25 seconds remaining.
This place fired up right now.
Isaiah Wright trying to get enough energy to get out.
Any gas.
Yes. Under 10 seconds. Another caution. 1 point given to the Rebels for stalling. I think they're gonna ask questions on why the stall was there. You see right here, good reversal by Heath Lester.
I'm wondering if they aren't over there asking about that clock not starting.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
No, they were going, we'll just let this ride.
Yeah, yep.
And then all of a sudden it's a 1-point match, and you check it out.
Coaching staff is going to find out, saying that, hey, listen, you know what, it was a late start. They may just let it go right here.
That's what I would think. It's over. They're going to let the clock run.
Yep, that's it right there. So Heath Lester with an exciting match, a 4-3 victory over Isaiah Wright. And, boy, tonight Zimmerman comes out with a split. They win 53-18 in the second match against Champlin Park. Champlin Park takes 2 losses. That'll give them 0-4 on the season. But, we'll see them come back as the wrestlers come back from illness. And, boy, we got an exciting wrestling season coming up, Pete. Your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what, they had a lot of kids out for Champlin Park. Hopefully they'll get healthy and be able to get back in this thing and get better as the year goes on. Andover, very impressive tonight.
Yes, Andover with 2 victories tonight. And that's it for Pete Hayes and myself, Jim Childs, all the crew here. They did a great job covering 3 wrestling matches tonight, and we appreciate you joining us. Once again, Andover 2 wins, Champlin Park Rebels take 2 losses, and Zimmerman with 1-1. Have a very good night.